Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Adrienne Bankert in for Nichole Berlie. Have you been running as hard as we have? I'm sure you have, and I hope you catch your breath today and get to just take in some of the holiday cheer. President-elect Trump is promising those tough border policies. It was part of the reason for his victory, as many Americans have been concerned about immigration, the crisis at our southern border, and his administration's selections are already preparing for day one. And Trump's top border official, Tom Homan, is certainly speaking out quite boldly with a lot in the press, with many people in many interviews, including NewsNation. He is the incoming border czar. He says the new White House will bring back the migrant family detention in their border crackdown. Our Allie Bradley is joining us right now live. And Allie, you had the chance to speak with Tom Homan this morning. What did he tell you?
Yeah, Adrienne, you're exactly right. So when Tom Homan is talking about family separation, he said, we won't separate families, we'll just deport them together. But here's the thing, these deportations take time. They're going to have to detain some of these people. And the reality is some of these individuals have had U.S. citizen-born children. You can't detain U.S. citizens. So the administration right now is navigating these pathways and says they're actually considering halfway houses for these U.S.-born children. Take a listen.
As far as U.S. children, that's going to be a difficult situation because we're not going to detain U.S. citizen children, which means, they're going to be put in a halfway house, or they can stay at home and wait for the officers to get the travel arrangements and come back and get the family. The best thing to do is for family to self-deport themselves, because that makes it easier for the family. They can get their their arrangements all together, and they can leave on their own behalf.
So as you just heard, the border czar there saying that they want these families to make the decision to leave together on their own, saying that they're going to contact these families, they're going to allow them some time to get their arrangements all together, and then they can self-deport. Homan says that the U.S. citizen child element has acted as a magnet, drawing more people to the United States. He says they want to put an end to that.
Having a U.S. citizen child does not make you immune to our laws. And that's not the message we want to send to the whole world, that you can have a child and you're immune to the laws of this country. We can't send that message, because if we do, you're never going to solve the border crisis, because they're going to continue to come. They think there's a way out.
Now, Adrienne, Homan went on to tell me that when it comes to DNA testing, they found in the past that 30% of the families tested were fraudulent. They weren't real families. Under the Biden administration, they stopped doing mandatory DNA testing. It was a voluntary basis only. Tom Homan says they're going to put an end to that. They are bringing back mandatory DNA testing for every family unit. They're going to make sure those kids are with the correct families. He also says he's going to be working in lockstep with HHS as they oversee the Office of Refugee Resettlement, which handles these unaccompanied children. He says they have the data. He says he will be part of going and finding these some 320,000 unaccompanied children that are kind of unaccounted for right now. He says he is going to be there on the front lines helping find them, because that is the will of the American people, Adrienne.
Well, it's a third of a billion, 300,000, a third of a million people who are underage, who are under the age of 18, who we don't know where they are. When they came into the country under the previous or this current administration, the Biden administration, there was absolutely no vetting. You and I have both been pretty vocal on social media, going back and forth with different sourcing on this. Most Americans want to know where those kids are, and most Americans, according to recent polling, are for mass deportations. But do we know, in terms of cost, what it's going to look like in terms of impact for the American taxpayer?
Yeah, so I obviously push the border czar on this topic specifically because he says that the mass deportations are going to come with a pretty hefty price tag. We're talking about $86 billion to basically implement this plan to remove the millions of migrants who have come in under the Biden administration. Now, here's the deal, because you talk about around 11 million people are here that are living here illegally, right? Well, you say we're going to spend $1 million per person. That's only $11 million in a year. It's going to take decades for this to come out in the wash if we're talking about $86 billion. But he says what needs to be done has to be done. The American people voted for these mass deportations. He said that the American people will be better off in the long run. Take a listen to this exchange here about that price tag.
Spending this amount of money in the beginning of this operation, again, it's expensive, but in the long run, it's going to be a tax savings, because this is what needs to be done. What price do you put on national security? I don't think it has a price tag. What price do you put on cases like Lake and Riley? What price do you put on the thousands of angel moms and dads who buried their children? You want to talk about family separation? They buried their children because their children were murdered by illegal alien that wasn't supposed to be here. I don't put a price on that. I don't put a price on our national security. I don't put a price on American lives. This is what has to be done. The price tag is high, but in the long run, it saves the taxpayers a lot of money because we're paying right now billions of dollars in perpetuity.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.